Hello, everyone, and welcome back into our Pittsburgh Pirate Dynasty play. And we are here on Monday, June 1st, 2020. And if you guys remember, we are a very strong 12 games over 500. And in this episode, we are going to be playing through some games, and we're going to hit that first year player draft. So we'll do that. And we're going to dive right on into it. So let's sim towards the first year player draft, and we'll do that draft, and we'll see how our future looks. So we ride. All right, so we made it to the first year player draft, and we only simmed one series, but we took 2 out of 3 from the Chicago Cubs, and they're in second, so we are now 2.5 games up on them. And that is honestly fantastic because if you guys remember, they are predicted to win 108 games, and to be ahead of them at this point in the season is pretty wild. So before we draft, what I like to do is look at our previous draft picks and see how everyone is doing. So our draft pick from 2 years ago is he's doing okay. He's 20 years old now. Jose Mercado, the shortstop. He is still pretty low. Heasley still needs some seasoning. The 23-year-old starting pitcher. He looks to struggle. He has a high ERA. DeYoung he's starting to progress kind of nicely. A center fielder with 2.5 stars, 1.5 actual overall at this point. Tripp is in Altoona. He is progressing. Feltner, okay. Krichner, then the other ones we will look at later. But Hodges, our #1 pick from last year, the 18-year-old right fielder, is tearing it up right now. So that is good to see in the rookie league. Debo, he's looking pretty strong. He moved up a league. Brickhouse, he's doing well. I'll take that. He's a really good defensive first baseman. Malone is doing mediocre, and Bay here, Campana is okay. So nothing really crazy from our draft picks yet. So that is something to monitor. We're going to get right into the first year player draft here and hopefully draft some people who are going to start to pan out for us. We have the 15th overall pick, so we're going to continue this and we're going to auto draft until next pick by Pittsburgh, and we're on the clock now. So I always like to see what the scouting director recommends. He recommends Juan Lacey, the starting pitcher, 18-year-old from Arizona, and this kid's got is predicted has the potential to have some crazy good control and some really good fastball. So I would like to check out his scouting. He's a tall, thick-bodied starting pitcher. 3 pitches, has strong control. Lacey has front of the rotation material. That is something I like to hear. So he is definitely on my radar. I'd just like to check everyone else out. Because what is this guy? J.J. Palencia, the 23-year-old out of Vanderbilt. He is a 96 to 98 mile an hour velocity guy, a sidearm pitcher. He's kind of interesting. Throws 6 pitches with his bread and butter pitch, a decent fastball, has strong control. He has a ceiling of an ace with his 3+ secondary pitches. So that's he's got a nickname. I love guys with nicknames. Chuckwagon. So he's got great stamina too. Wow, look at that. I would love that guy. JJ. Let's check the other starting pitcher here. Garrick Medina. Yeah, let's see. That injury prone is fragile, though. I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna take a look at him that much because I don't like that injury stuff. So I think it's between JJ and the 18-year-old Juan. I think we might go with JJ. I think he's more almost major league ready, and I think that's kind of what we're looking for. Yeah, we're gonna draft him. All right, so let's get to the next pick by Pittsburgh and see what our scouting director see. And Juan Lacey is still out there, so we're gonna take him now here in the second round because why not? And we'll hit up the next pick. So we're at pick number 3. They recommend Jeremy Bauer, a right fielder who looks like he's going to be an offensive force, but those defensive ratings are pretty tough. Lean and athletic. He's a New York kid. So he has the talent to flourish in the majors. So that's definitely someone interesting. Let's see what else we got. Impossible. Top 3 are impossible, so I'm not even going to look at those. Sam Fooley at second. Check out the scouting. He should be a regular starter. He may not be an elite defensive guy, but he's solid. No, not looking so great right now. We got Mike High here, who apparently is going to be a home run hitting shortstop. That's kind of interesting. Jorge Hinjosa here. I don't think we need another starting pitcher, though. Although he's going to develop, it looks like, a very nice curveball. At the peak, spot in middle rotation. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Bauer. I think he's the best option out there that we can sign that's not a pitcher. All right, get to the next pick here. All right, pick number 4. Let's see what our scouting director, he wants Kyle Kuehler. And Kuehler, I don't even see Kuehler up here. He's a third baseman. He has no power, but he's got some good contact and gap power, which is kind of nice. Especially since, PNC Park, where we play, is not really a power place. Lean and athletic. He's from California. Potential to be 310 hitter. Potential to be solid. Okay. He can play a bunch of positions too, so he's very versatile. I do like that. And he looks like he's going to have some pretty nice discipline and avoid those Ks. So this kid, and he's what, from UCLA? What did he do at UCLA last year? 298 with a 2.3 WAR. That's pretty nice. 7 home runs, 44 RBIs, 77 hits in 62 games. That's kind of special. And he's going to be batting left. You know what? I like your thinking there, scouting director. All right, and at this point, we're just going to complete the draft, and we're going to sign those guys on up. I think I like the picks that we did this year. I think they're... I really like that starting pitcher that we drafted, our first pick. I think he can be Major League ready in 2-3 years. So that is always good. Let's negotiate with the draftees. Yeah, my boy JJ here. Dude's got a nickname. He's ready. Okay, we have a draft budget of $7.9 million, so we can definitely spend all of that on these guys and make sure they sign. They said these guys are extremely hard, but definitely just paying them the money. It works. Make demand, submit offer. Okay, and that is all set there. Okay, so next up, we have the St. Louis series, then LA, then Chicago. If you guys remember right, this is a pretty tough schedule that we're facing. So let's sim to the 18th, maybe even the end of the month. You know what? Let's aim for the end of the month, and we'll see how this team's looking. And I'll let you guys know if anything pops up that is pressing. So we'll see you on the 30th. All right, so our closer, we made it to the 10th of June, and our closer, Feliz, has been diagnosed with elbow tendonitis, and he is going to be out for 3 weeks, so we're going to have to place him on the disabled list, the 10-day one. He was kind of struggling on it, actually, so the DL might be good to just give him some time to reset there. And we're going to bring up... we are going to bring up... Who should we bring up? I think we're going to bring up Edgar Santana to fill his spot in the bullpen. And hopefully they put Felipe back in the closer spot because he is absolutely fantastic. ERA is a little higher this year than most years, but still okay. We're still half a game up. We did not do well against St. Louis, and we're at a series with LA here. So let's continue on here. All right, so wow, what a difference a month can make, as we're sitting out here at July 1st, and we are 39-41. Yes, 2 games under 500 now, and we went from 6 in the league to run scored down to 12th. Our starting ERA is down to 13. Bullpen's still our strong point, but yeah, we fell pretty hard in June. Look at just all of these losses. If we go here to info, June, we went 7-21 in the month of June after 2 straight months where we won 16 games. Clearly, something happened. I just don't even know. I guess that luck from the beginning of the season finally wore off. Marte's playing terrible, 243. He should be hitting at least 20, 30 points higher. Yordan Alvarez, I guess that's what he is, a 240 hitter. Because, I mean, this is really his first year, so we really don't know much about him. Machado's still doing quite well. Josh Bell doing pretty good. Moran, nothing really to write home about. Polanco, nothing crazy. Perez, he's doing about what I expected, hitting 219, 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. Kramer, second base is a mess for us right now. The starting ERAs inflated just so much. I mean, that was clearly the problem this past month, is we were just, our starting pitching was just terrible. These guys were all like ERAs under 4, and now we have one guy under 4, Musgrove. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. I mean, even Evaldi, who's normally has just such a good ERA, is inflated to 5.15. So, yeah, not really the best going right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at the schedule. We have 2.5-ish weeks to the All-Star break. I would like to start making trades, but there's nothing really we can do with this financial situation we're in. Yeah, we also got the news that Michael Feliz, his elbow tendonitis has given an uncertain return date, so he could return anytime from now to the end of the season, so that's always fun. We will monitor that situation. I guess tomorrow's international free agent, so let's advance a day and see what's on the international free agent market, and maybe try and get another person off that like we did last year. We got that 16-year-old Brazilian last year, so maybe we can get something this year. Because, yeah, the international free agents can be quite powerful. As we lost again, so we're now down by 3 games under 500. And we're going to go to international amateurs and potential. So what do we have? Teams may spend up to $5 million on international amateur free agents per year. So there's this third baseman who is projected to be the contact hitter. Has profiles to be a elite third baseman. Obviously, it'd just be quite nice to go after him. You got the Juan Garnicia, nicknamed Tsunami, who is a shortstop who looks like he's going to be a pretty good hit offensive guy. I want to see what was his feel for the game gives him a good chance. I like to see the personality stuff and just see how that. He's got a good infield arm over there at third. I really would like to just go all in with him. You got Ottaviano here, who's got some great gap power, or going to have some great gap powers, some great pop. Let's see what he's got here. Productive regular, relaxed and confident. I mean, you kind of have to throw your. We're just gonna offer him. I feel like we're just gonna have to offer him max money. Your owner does not approve. Really? That's why. We have a max of 3.7. So we're going to try and see what he thinks about that. Hopefully he's a little bit interested, but We'll see. I'll let you guys know, but we're going to try and sim to the All-Star break, and we'll see what happens. All right, so it's July 5th, and two big things happened today. That third baseman signed, the 16-year-old. So we have Luis Aguilera in our minor league system. So we're gonna see how he progresses. That's kind of nice. And also, we got the news that our boy Feliz here is ready to come back. So we put him back into the bullpen. So all good there. And we're gonna keep on heading towards that All-Star break. All right, everyone, welcome back. And we're here at the All-Star break, and we're 44 and 52. And the All-Star teams have been announced. And let's see if we have any Pittsburgh Pirates on there. We should at least have one at shortstop. And it looks like, yes, Manny Machado is our only All-Star, but of course that's well-deserved, as he's hit 33 home runs, 73 RBIs, 5.7 WAR. We're going to advance just one day so we can actually get to the break. We're still in a series with Milwaukee here, who apparently jumped us in the standings, so that's always fun. As the simulation advances one day. Come on. You can do it. Okay, there it is. We lost to Milwaukee 3-4. Okay. So, sitting here at the All-Star break, let's check the standings. You got the Yankees in the East by 7.5. Wow, that's a pretty big margin. You have the White Sox in the Central, the Angels in the West, the wild card looking like Twins, Red Sox. Wow, there's a bunch of teams in that wild card, all the way down to the Rays, honestly. The NL, you have the Braves in the East, the Cubs in the Central. That was predicted. We are now 10 games out of first place, so yeah. You got the Dodgers in the West by 14.5 games. They are clearly the best team in the whole everything Major League Baseball. They're the best team. The wild card, you got Cardinals, Rockies, and we find ourselves 8 games out of the wild card spot. Oh, excuse me. So we're kind of out of it. That's what we're gathering here. And it is mostly because we are now 14th in the league in runs scored, even with Manny Machado being Manny Machado. So we need to start adding pieces around him. And I think the first piece that is going to go is going to be Starling Marte. Like, I'm done with him. Team option, 12.5 mil. There's no way I'm paying him 12.5 mil next year. So we're going to shop player around. I don't think anyone's going to want him, but you never know. That's why we shop players around. Fielding offers. Who do we have? Absolutely no one. But that doesn't mean we can't package him up with someone and try and get rid of him. Polanco's not doing well either. He's day-to-day with wrist soreness. And his contract's only going to get bigger, so I kind of want to move him too. We're going to shop him around and see if we can get anything out of that. Excuse me. Because I think it's definitely time to move on with those two. Probably should have done it last year or something, but yeah, so no one wants a one-for-one trade with Polanco either. We also need to improve this pitching staff. Mitch Keller 3-12 and a 5.65 ERA. Wow, that's tough. It is truly tough. Musgrove's having the best year out of any of our starters. He's on pace for 15 wins, so that's actually pretty good. Bullpen looks fine. Bullpen's the best, actually. All right, so let's see. Let's go here. And let's go make a trading block. Trying to get rid of our two outfielders there. So Garrett Cole, I would love to trade. So let's see, who's in a playoff race, kind of. Oakland, but they never have any money. Minnesota, how are they looking? Front office. So they have some cap space, so we're going to try and trade with Minnesota, and maybe they'll take on our contracts here. Yeah, Major League Baseball, obviously. Minnesota. They're not even in a win now, which is really weird. I guess we can. I guess we'll try with one of the win now teams because they're more likely to take on our big contracts. I don't know how the Dodgers are in win now, but whatever. Yeah, let's go to. Actually, let's go to St. Louis. That's division though. I don't want to do division. Let's go Astros. They got plenty of budget space here. So, what would you give me for Polanco? Houston does not offer anything. Yes, that's I understand that. Let's check out their prospects. They have, what do we want out of them? Starting pitcher. I mean, I kind of would like a starting pitcher. That's what we need. Liam Norris, sore shoulder. What would you want for JB? Evaluating no one, huh? I don't want to retain anything of him. Really? You want nothing's going to make that work? What if I add Starling Marte? Still nothing. So, I'm really trying to get rid of these two. Set status to on the block. I don't know if we set Marte to on the block yet. Set status to on the block. Excuse me. Available. Yeah, really trying to get rid of these guys. Don't think it's going to happen, though. But we're going to play this day by day. So I guess we're going to start simulating towards the trade deadline. And hopefully we get some offers. And as you guys can see, we're having another just absolutely terrible month. It really just fell apart for us. Honestly. Starting pitching obviously did not hold up like we kind of predicted. But we're going to get right to it and see what happens. So, Scott Alexander out of our bullpen has a fractured elbow and he's going to be out 9 months. So that stings really hard. So we're going to put him on the 60-day disabled list. And that'll be that. I mean, nothing really we could do in that case. And it looks like, I'm going to give this guy Jake Brentz a shot up here in the majors. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to hold off because he only has 7 2/3 inning in Triple-A. We're going to bring back Edgar Santana. I want Brent's there to have a little bit more seasoning before we bring him up to the big show, so that'll be fine. Tucker, I wish you could play like an outfield position because kind of need you. Because this is just terrible, honestly. We can check the waiver wire. I don't think there's anything really going on over there. Yeah, nothing really, nothing crazy. Still no offers for our outfielders, so we're going to continue to see if we can get anything for them. All right, so we're at the trade deadline, and we're 46 and 58, 12 games out. So, yep, we're pretty much sellers here at this trade deadline. And, I think what we're going to do is, we really need outfield help. Polanco and Marte are just garbage right now. So we're going to, is there any free agents maybe? Let's see. Outfielders. Oh, Corey Dickerson. Matt Kemp. Logan Morrison could play the outfield too. Played in Japan last year. What about Corey Dickerson? Would he take a minor league contract? Right? That's what we just gave him. I'll let you know my decision soon. Okay, so we have an offer out there to Dickerson. See what happens. Yeah, team option, 12.5. We're obviously going to try and shop Marte around. Last ditch effort here. Not that he's really the problem, because I can just say no to his contract at the end of the year and he'll become a free agent, and that'll be that, but okay. And still no one for Polanco, I'm guessing. Just doing our due diligence here, and, because I would love to get something for these guys back instead of just letting them head out into the free agency market. Okay, so no one wants Polanco either. Maybe get rid of Salvador Perez. He's going to make it 13 mil next year. I mean, we can obviously, no one's not on the block. I mean, everyone but Machado is on the block because Machado is the man's beast mode. I don't know what else to describe that as. Let's see here. Let's make a trade. Check that trading block out. Do you have any outfielders? Cespedes? No. Chris Davis, Adam Eaton. Eaton, I think, has a huge contract, though. 9.5, team op for 10.5. Not really what we're looking for. Chicago with Taijuan Walker. That's an interesting trade possibility. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, so this trade market is so tough this year. I mean, Detroit's trying to get rid of this Ernesto Soriano guy, second base. What would you like for him? Would you like Polanco? What if we retained? What's his contract looking like? Oh, 15.8 mil. So that makes sense. What did he sign at 1 year, 15.8 mil contract? Yeah, that's exactly what he did. I would really like to bring this guy in. Can you guys retain all of it? 55. Why don't we go? Would you take anything to make this a sweeter deal? Because, I mean, obviously we would have Ernesto under control, and he looks like he could do some hitting. Sure, he's 31, but again, that control factor is really, really nice. Do we maybe have to give up? I really don't want to give up O'Neal. I guess we could start getting rid of the bullpen. Do you want? No, not Brault. Go back. Do you want maybe Marte? Oh, we're trying here. We're going to retain 20%. No. Anything work for you? Okay, we'll go to 0 and we'll go to 35. Oh, we're almost there. It's fine. We'll just retain everything. Okay, so that's just a pipe dream. Not going to make that happen. Let's go back to standings. I don't know why Detroit's trying to out because they're 8.5 out too. Does the Nationals have anyone? I know they're way down here and they're clearly rebuilding, but they got Soto, who's just going to be an absolute stud. Trey Turner, so they're middle, not the middle infield, but they got some good corner pieces there. And Glasnow is over there. He is not pitching well at all, so I guess we really didn't give up much in him. Honestly, guys, I really don't see anything that makes sense here with this trade market. So no one wants Marte and Polanco, so it's just about impossible to move those two. The rest of these guys I want to keep an eye on. I don't think anyone's going to want Kramer. No. Maybe try and move Colin Moran real quick. Does anyone want Colin Moran? I don't even know where to start. See what Miami has for us. No. See what KC has. Mike Ford, first baseman. I have a first baseman, so that's not really somewhere we want to go. Wilmer Flores over there, holding down third. Yeah, guys, I really don't see anything going on with this trade market, so I guess we're gonna hit that sim button and try and get to the end of the season here, and then this off season. It's gonna be a huge off season. We're gonna have to make a lot of moves here. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into it. And our tough season is going to continue as Manny Machado is diagnosed with an intercostal strain. He's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks, so essentially a month. That is super tough because he was the man and he is on a tearing pace looking to repeat as MVP. So that's tough. Also, if you guys saw in our messages here, Corey Dickerson signed a contract with us. He is in AAA, so that's fine. We're going to go right here. We're going to check out. I'm going to send down Frazier, and we're going to go here. And so we need to bring up a shortstop, and we're also going to bring up Dickerson. And how's Jason Martin's tearing it up? He's looking good. Elvis Escobar is looking pretty good too. I really want to bring up Tucker, but we're going to need a shortstop to bring up. Also, I know what I could do. Waivers in DFA. We're going to put Pablo Reyes because he was rehabbing down there in the minors, but now he is completed. If you guys remember, he had a huge injury last year. So we're going to put him on the main roster and see how he does here. We really have nothing to lose at this point in the season. So yeah, we're going to try and get through it here. So let's go. Stick around, guys. All right, so we are here at Tuesday, August 25th, and Manny Machado is ready to come off that DL. So we're going to head over to lineups, and we're going to see who we should send down. So Pablo Reyes has been hitting 226, so I think we're going to send down Max here, because he doesn't really seem to be doing anything crazy for us. So we're going to go over to David's disabled list. Manny Machado, welcome back. And if you guys see that record, we are 54-72 here. We got about a week left in August, so we're gonna hop right to it, and then we're gonna check out some stuff here at the end of August. All right, so we simmed 3 days, and apparently our ace Talion is going to be out 3 months with a hamstring strain. So that'll be the end of the season for him. So we're going to place on disabled list, 60-day. Yeah. He continued. I mean, he was on pace for 13 wins. 15 losses is kind of high, but that is just how this season is going. We're going to bring up Gage here because he's clearly the best pitcher in AAA, in my opinion. So we're going to promote him, and we'll see how this plays out. And I'm just going to try and get to the end of August now, and then we'll go over some stuff. All right, so we made it to Tuesday, September 1st, 2020, and we are 55-76, dead last. And yeah, this is pretty much how this season's going. Let's take a look at our standings real quick. You got the Yankees over there in the Central, the East. Whoa. The Central's got Minnesota, who is only a half game up on Chicago, so that'll be a fun stretch run for those two teams. LA Angels are 4 games up on Oakland. And in the NL East, we have the Atlanta Braves, 8 games up. The Cardinals are leading our division by 5 games. So the Cubs, who are predicted to win 108 games, are not looking so hot right now. They're 1 loss away from barely winning 100. So, excuse me. The Dodgers are in the West. They're looking absolutely fantastic. 83 wins. So, yeah, that is how that's shaking up. I want to show you guys the lineup. Marte continued struggling. So, Josh Bell's looking good, 272. Machado, of course, killing it. O'Neill is hitting 276. I don't understand why Joe Girardi didn't put him in the lineup for the entire season because he is looking really good. So, that's something to be happy with. Alvarez is hitting 266 now. Polanco struggling, Perez struggling, and Kramer struggling. So we have a decent 2 through 5. And that means we have good cornerstones, and I'm all about that. So that's something to build on. Pitching, Mitch Keller's tough. Musgrove, he's got the ERA under 4, so I like that. Evaldi, tough. Brault is doing absolutely not good at all. And Gage Hines has yet to pitch here in the majors. Our bullpen looks fine except for Edgar Santana, but that is something we'll monitor. And if we go over here and look at our leaderboards, I do not want American League, I want National. Just to give you guys a look at this, Corey Seager's in first, but our boy Machado is right here. So that'll be an interesting race. Home runs, Machado's in second. I really do believe if he didn't miss those 3 weeks with that intercostal strain, that he would be right there with Bellinger. RBIs, yeah, Machado's not in the top 8 here, mostly because he missed all that time. Let's see what else we got. Doubles. Josh Bell's in there at doubles, so that's kind of cool. Sack hits. Mitch Keller. Hey, good job. All right, let's check out the pitching leaders. You got Tyler Anderson with a 2.0 ERA. That's really good. Wins Syndergaard. Wow, 17 wins. He's fire. And we have 3 pitchers in the top losses category, so not the best. Saves, you got Philip Pfeiffer, a Philly. War, Syndergaard with a 5.3. Strikeouts, 208, Syndergaard. Yeah, so it looks like Syndergaard's again looking for that triple crown. So, very interesting. I guess at this point, we're just going to sim to the end of the year and take a final look at things. So, let's hit it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last day of the regular season. Actually, or the day after the last day of the regular season. So we finished 71-91. Yeah, not that fantastic. We went 15 and we actually had a winning record in September, so that's kind of cool. October we went 1-3 though, so take that as you will. Yeah, so we'll go right down the lineup here. Marte, he's definitely gonna be a free agent. I'm so done with him. He hit 225. Nothing fantastic about that. Josh Bell looked good. A little decline from last year. Machado killed it. More home runs. His WAR was a 6.8. Imagine if he had that month of the season he missed. He would definitely be in MVP status. O'Neal Cruz looked good at age 22. I'm very happy with what he did. Alvarez, first full season in the majors, 17 home runs, 68 RBIs, hit 263, and his WAR was a 0.2, so not bad for the 23-year-old. He's angry, I don't know why. Polanco, 225, 12 home runs, 55 RBIs, not overly happy. Kramer, second base is just a mess. Salvador Perez, okay, 228, 13 home runs, 53 RBIs. The real weakness was his starting rotation. Mitch Keller went 6-17 with a +5 ERA. Musgrove finally had a winning season and a good ERA, so that is something to build on. Evaldi went backwards in his career-ish. Brault did not pitch well at all. And Hines looked decent here in the last season. He went 2-1 in 6 games. So he had, 6 starts? Yeah, 6 starts. He didn't look too bad at all, so that's kind of exciting. Feliz did okay. Vasquez did okay. I mean, the bullpen I'm not really worried about, except for Santana. Wow, tough. But Triggs, I wish they put Triggs in the starting rotation, because he's definitely a starter. He went 2-2. That's fine. Let's check out the standings here. And can I check out the pennant chase? So I guess there's one more game that has to be played. Okay, so yeah, Detroit and Baltimore. Yeah, let's get through that, and then we'll show you guys the playoff matchups. And apparently, there's even another game. So Chicago and Red Sox. I guess that's maybe for the wild card spot. We can check that out here in a minute. It's a good game. Wow, Price only went 6-1. Okay, yes. The Pirates are in the tanks. Yeah, Starling Marte, I would love to get you out of here. Trust me, I'm doing everything I can. So Candeliaro wins the batting crown for the AL, and in the NL, Seager won. So Seager had a fantastic year. We're going to read all messages. That's fine. So yeah, the Red Sox beat the White Sox to head to the playoffs. I don't know why they're giving us that. Yes, thank you. We're going to go to playoff coverage now, and we're going to look at the playoff tree. So you have the Yankees as the 1 seed, and they're going to face the winner of the Red Sox-Angels series. The Twins and Astros. So that's a fun one. Twins win the Central. Dodgers there in the West. Cardinals and Mets in the wild card game. And Cubs and Braves down there. So that is your playoff matchups. And that is the end of the 2020 season. We definitely have some decisions to make in this offseason. I think it's going to be a good offseason. I'm definitely going to make some moves. Yeah, for sure going to make some moves. Definitely going to get rid of Marte. Definitely going to look at getting rid of Polanco and upgrading at second and center right. That's and the pitching staff. Those are our 3 main things that we're going to look to do in the offseason. Tune into the next episode where we actually sim the offseason, see who's the 2020 World Champion, see how we do in award season. I don't think, Manny Machado is going to get the MVP just because he missed that last month and he didn't have 100-plus RBIs and his WAR 6.8. I believe Bellinger and Seager on the Dodgers have a better one than that. But yeah, that is all for today's episode. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you could please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.